Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin'. It's D. About to react to this Slum vid. It's titled Ariana Grande Scammed by Dalton Gomez after their bitter divorce is finalized. This is messy. Oh, their divorce is finalized already? That was quick. But how is he scamming her? We're going to see what's going on. I just reacted to her album on my Patreon not too long ago and her music video, so check that out if you haven't. Link down below. But anyway, let's see what's going on with them. Let's watch.
Not a good day for Ariana Grande. Although she is a legally single woman and her divorce has gone through, she has to get out her wallet because she's got to pay off her ex-husband over $1 million after their messy split. Keep in mind, she just accused him of cheating on her last week in her album in her own bed, and now she has to pay him over $1 million. So let's get into it. Ariana Grande has finally gotten what she wanted because she and her ex-husband Dalton Gomez are officially divorced. If you guys have been following this story, it has been like a soap opera because we've got two couples here who have completely fallen apart, and then we've got Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater who have come out on the other side. Now, we really haven't heard from Dalton Gomez, partially because he's got like an NDA. He cannot talk about his relationship with Ariana Grande, so I mean, honestly, I don't even think he would want to if he could. I mean, the way that everything went down, it wasn't pretty.
Real quick, for those of you who may have forgotten, Ariana Grande was married for 2 years to this man, Dalton Gomez. And up until this point, we haven't had too many details as to why these two ended up going their separate ways.
Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez are officially divorced, something a judge just signed off on this week. On Tuesday, today, the pop star's marriage to Dalton came to an end in the books, with their previously agreed to settlement taking effect, and also making them unattached legally, ending their nearly 3-year marriage according to legal docs. A source claims there wasn't much they needed to do other than wait for this one. It had already been signed, sealed, and delivered for a while. The wheels of bureaucracy just had to take effect. I mean, I think we can all acknowledge that this divorce did happen pretty quickly. We see some divorce settlements take years. I mean, this was, less than 6 months? As we reported, Ariana filed to dissolve their marriage in September 2023.
If all parties are on the same
separated
page,
8 months earlier. About a month later, she and Dalton had settled up, one of the fastest celebrity divorces on record. And part of that is because they did have a prenup. They don't have any children, so they really were in a good place to just kind of call it quits.
TMZ dropped the atomic bomb today that said,
if I get married, we not sign no papers.
For 2 years and together for 3.5 years. I wasn't sure if TMZ had it right, but then E! News confirmed it, and they take their time. They're very reputable.
Well, it looks like Ariana Grande is going to have to get her checkbook out because she has to pay her ex-husband $1.25 million. Which
shit, I'm sorry.
Seems a little unfair for them being together for what? Like, not even 3 years. She also threw him an extra $25,000 for his legal fees because she doesn't really need the money.
Ariana says that all of her earnings during the marriage are considered her separate property. Totally normal when two high net worth individuals get married is to keep their complicated financial lives separate.
If he high net worth, why he
but didn't address alimony? A prenup can determine property division and spousal
support. He's worth $20 million. Why he taking her money?
Child support. They don't have kids, and the marriage only lasts 2 years. So a solid prenup would have made it so that this case would have never gotten to court filings.
I don't love divorce. I don't like to see couples splitting up. You guys know I am a hopeless romantic. I just want everyone to be together and to be happy. You may recall Ariana Grande hooked up with Dalton during COVID in 2020, and at first everything was going swimmingly. But once the COVID restrictions were lifted, their relationship quickly went downhill, as Dalton, an LA realtor, was taken back by Ariana's celebrity and other lifestyle changes. Plus, she got busy again because she is an A-lister, and once, Hollywood reopened, it was time for Ariana to go back to work. So this relationship they built in their home just couldn't really handle the real world effects. Even though $1.25 million is chump change to Ariana Grande, people are surprised. This person wrote, "Didn't he cheat? How in the hell does he get alimony? Am I crazy?" Dalton has his own net worth of $20 million. So to be honest, if I was him, I mean, do you even really want this money from your ex? It kind of seems like a weak move. He doesn't need it. So why just, let her go on and do her?
Let's be clear. Just because you're worth a certain amount, that doesn't mean that's how much you have in the bank. So maybe he's struggling and he do need it.
Her own thing. He comes from a very wealthy family, so he's worth $20 million, but trust me, he's got a lot more on the back end.
Ariana cut Dalton a check And according to the settlement, Dalton will receive $1.25 million tax-free.
Oh.
Dalton will be getting the money up front, so there will be no spousal support.
It seems like Ariana has slightly broken her agreement with Dalton that they won't speak about each other, because she has spoken about him. She has in her new album. She has in interviews. In one interview, she gets emotional talking about a conversation she had with her family when they were, helping her realize that this relationship she had with Dalton was not right. I don't know what was so wrong about it. We at least know that he was supposedly unfaithful, but there could have been a lot more.
And I think my mom is a fierce example of not doing that. And a massive thing that I learned in my year of Saturn return is that my fears of replicating a certain cycle was actually the opposite. I was like, oh, wow. I want to be so much more like her than I am. I want to have the strength to say bye kindly when something isn't right. It's as simple as that.
Now, Ariana revealed that Dalton had cheated on her in one of her songs titled Eternal Sunshine, and that got the internet angry. I mean, I made a video about it and you guys were shook, and she had to put out a statement so that Dalton wasn't going to get attacked by these fans, the Arianators.
In one of her verses, she says, I've never seen someone lie like you do. She goes on to sing so much, even you start to think it's true. She talks about someone else being in their bed and laying their head on his chest. Down below, you can see she mentions being played and how now she's finally found a good boy to be by her side, which I guess we can assume that good boy is her new boyfriend, Ethan Slater, which is some tea, because obviously this entire time we've all been thinking that Ariana was the one who was unfaithful.
Ariana posted a very clear demand on Saturday, telling fans, I just want to say to anyone that is sending hateful messages to the people in my life based on your interpretation of this album is not supporting me and is absolutely doing the polar opposite of what I
thought they was gonna
would
do?
ever
Let's not play
encourage,
dumb.
and is also entirely misinterpreting the intention behind the music. I ask you, please do not. Which that was a long-winded sentence. I think I had to take like 2 breaths just to get that one out. Remember, her song lyrics include, I've never seen someone lie like you do. So much, even you start to think it's true. So now we play our separate scenes. Now she's in my bed, laying on your chest. Now I'm in my head wondering how it ends. So, I mean, the lyrics are pretty intense. People are going to react, Ariana. You know this. In her attempt to call off her fans once and for all, she added, it is not how to support me. It is the opposite. Although this album captures a lot of painful moments, it also is woven together through a line of deep, sincere love. If you cannot hear that, please listen more closely. Thank you. Interestingly, that she didn't say that the song was about Dalton. Instead, her point seems to be, whatever happened, I'm cool with it now, and you should be too. This person commented, $1 million payout for 2 years of marriage is wild. I don't understand why rich people even bother. I would be forever single just with a boyfriend. Which that probably could be a good move for Ariana. I mean, I think single life is important. Another person commented, her net worth is worth $240 million. That is chump change for her. I doubt she cares. This person wrote, she should have to pay more for wasting his time.
Girl,
another person wrote, he is getting justice for all the exes. This person wrote, she cheated on him with some leprechaun-looking MF. Wow. And then finally, another comment, that's $50 to her. What a thoughtful take. When it comes to Ariana's relationship with Dalton, her family was involved. I mean, you saw her explain how her mother kind of helped her realize what was going on there. But I wonder what they think about Ethan. They were so worried about Dalton and Ariana moving so fast with him that I think we can all agree that Ethan seems like, they've moved on even faster than she did with Dalton.
Ariana's family wasn't sure about him if he was the one and thought their romance was moving way too fast and would ultimately be short-lived. TMZ, who broke this news, also said that Dalton couldn't handle life after COVID with Ariana because he didn't realize how famous she was and how much it would impact them. Like, bitch, your wedding was featured in Vogue, and they don't just hand that out to any average bitch.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah, Dalton, shut the hell up. I don't understand these prenups. I don't get them. I don't understand them at all because these people still end up paying. And even if you have an ironclad prenup, somehow someone still gets paid money. I don't get it. So, yeah, it just doesn't sound too appealing, especially when you are the breadwinner, you make most of the money. Why would I do that, you know? Just, but yeah, sure. I'm tired of talking about their relationship, honestly, at this point. But girl, what you thought people was gonna do? Being like, oh, why would y'all reach out to them and like try to send hate? But you've been a celebrity for how long? You know how toxic the internet is. Haven't you even taken breaks from social media because it's so toxic? You know how people are. You know how your fans are. You know how toxic the stan culture shit gets. So I don't know why you're shocked at all. I don't think you are. I think you're trying to play shocked so that, you know, you could look good in the situation when he's like hitting you up like, oh, everybody's sending me death threats or whatever. You could be like, I told them to stop on my Instagram story. That disappeared after 24 hours. I told them to stop. That's what you're trying to do, girl. Bye. We see what's going on here. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.